In pharmaceutical manufacturing, modifying a process or updating equipment is inevitable, but a single undocumented shift on the floor can directly jeopardize product quality and patient safety. A controlled change improves the system, while an uncontrolled change creates massive operational risk. Change control is the rigid, documented procedure used to manage, review, and implement these shifts safely. Specifically, it ensures our standard operating procedures accurately reflect the reality of our operations. This diagram outlines the three mandatory phases of updating an SOP during a change: initiation, impact assessment, and implementation. Updating your documentation is a strict operational blueprint. Nailing these three phases ensures consistent execution and prevents critical deviations on the shop floor. Consider a facility switching to a new cleaning chemical. The hazard is acting before documenting. If operators use it before updating the SOP, they risk equipment compatibility and compliance violations. Correct practice requires a formal change request documenting what and why before floor use. Formal initiation serves as the strict gatekeeper. Executing a new material or step without an approved document is a high-risk failure of protocol. In the impact assessment phase, a central SOP maps outwards to equipment, validation, and training networks. Updating an SOP in a silo ignores downstream operational effects. If the lines sever, a new chemical might alter mixing times, rendering existing equipment parameters entirely inaccurate. Consider how collateral documents like training logs and raw material specifications are affected by this change. To capture these variables, a cross-functional review is required. QA and operators must collaboratively assess the draft, restoring the network in gold to match actual factory floor mechanics. Running a comprehensive impact assessment ensures that a seemingly minor vendor change does not cascade into a critical product failure. The final hurdle is rolling out the newly approved SOP. An implementation gap occurs if operators aren't trained, causing them to execute based on outdated memorization. True execution requires controlled training, observation, and a strict effectiveness check to guarantee the final output. A change control event is never complete at the signature stage. It is only complete when the shop floor executes the new reality flawlessly. This interface shows the checklist for controlled SOP revisions. First, initiate the formal request prior to executing operations. Second, conduct a cross-functional impact assessment. Third and fourth, collaboratively update procedures and thoroughly train personnel. Finally, verify effectiveness to permanently close the loop. If your team struggles with documentation gaps or you need support simplifying procedures, reach out for professional QA system guidance and practical GMP training. Mastering documentation practices within change control maintains your process